The woman's screams got louder as I got closer, and from the sound of the growling, I wasn't sure if Alpha was going to attack or not. I hope I can get there in time in case he does try to attack the woman. I rounded a couple of big trees and I came into a small clearing. I saw Alpha's massive body towering over the quivering woman. Her body curled up as she no doubt was trying to protect her neck from Alpha's deadly canines. I could hear the woman's soft whimpers, and a need to protect this woman hit me with full force, which I hadn't felt in a long time. Not since my last little, more than 5 years ago. "Alpha, heel!" I yelled, letting Alpha know that I was not happy with him with my tone of voice. Alpha's ears perked up, and he swirled his head around to look at me. I saw the glint in his amber eyes, and he opened his deadly jaws, and his tongue rolled out as he panted softly, his tail wagging to show me that he had no intentions of attacking anybody. I relaxed slightly. Alpha and I have this bond where I immediately knew what he was going to do, and he knew to obey when I use a certain tone of voice. I don't think he meant to attack the woman, but more so knew she was in trouble and wanted to lead her to me or me to her. I looked down at her as I got closer, unable to see her face, but I couldn't help but frown when I saw what she was wearing. She did have on a heavy winter jacket and snow boots, but she only wore flimsy leggings that would not keep her warm in this weather. Her hands looked pale, and it angered me slightly to see that she wasn't wearing any gloves. She's going to get frostbite. If she were my little, I would have never let her out of the house in this kind of attire. Just what is she doing out here? I knelt beside her, gently reaching out and petting her hair. "Hey, Alpha isn't going to hurt you. Are you okay?" The woman stilled beneath my touch, no longer making any noise. I couldn't help but wonder if she had fainted from shock or if she was going into hypothermia. But just as I was going to shake her again to make sure, she moved her hands and lifted her head, allowing me to see her face. The daddy dom inside of me was immediately at attention the moment my eyes gazed upon her face. The immediate urge to protect her was imminent. The innocent, wide-eyed expression she had towards me had me stirring in my pants. She was gorgeous, with fair skin and delicate, fairy-like features. Her vibrant, curly red hair was a mess all around her, but it didn't deter her beauty. Her big, doe-like eyes gazed back at me with a slight fear there that made me want to scoop her up into my arms and hold her close, whisper in her ear that everything was going to be okay, because Daddy was here to protect her. "Are you okay?" I asked her softly, knowing that I was a big man and no doubt just as scary as Alpha is. "Why are you here in these kinds of clothes? Are you asking for a death wish?" The daddy in me wanted to pull her over my lap and punish her for endangering her life. My palm practically itched at the thought of making her butt red. I didn't mean to, but the shock must have gotten to her because she passed out and slumped to the ground. I rubbed the back of my neck, sighing as I decided that it would be best just to bring her back to my cottage. Alpha wagged his tail excitedly beside me as I carefully got my arms around her, easily lifting her into the cradle of my arms as I straightened myself up. Alpha raised his head, sniffing her feet with curiosity, but quickly stopped when I gave him a stern look. The woman felt perfect in my arms, and I couldn't help but wonder what her story was, and, if possible, how I could get her to stay with me. That's what the dom inside of me wanted.